coming. Right, I have several thank yous by way of introduction. Thank you all for coming, especially people who traveled a great distance. Marion, thank you so much for coming from France. It's excellent to have you. Yeah. When anyone asks me, how's the conference going, I could just say, well, someone from France is coming, so pretty well. Yeah, Steve, thank you for making the trip to be in the audience. Great. It's great to have you here. One person that I forgot to mention on the acknowledgements page of the program is Donovan, who has been up here videotaping everything, and so thank you so much, Donovan. The joke is that you're like my glasses, right? I can't see without you, but I just don't notice you, right? So I
can't see yourself.
The biggest thank you, though, has to be to Matt for starting everything off yesterday and just being there for me from the very beginning of this conference organization. I want to tell a story. So the first meeting I think we had about the conference, I had just broken my hand. My right hand was in a cast, right? And Matt came over and brought me a burrito, right? Because I was hungry and just come back from the emergency room. It was a mess, you know. And so I'm sitting there trying to eat this burrito with my broken hand in a cast, and Matt's sitting across from me at my table. Some background is that I live in an attic apartment, right? So it's got these crazy eaves and stuff, and the staircase up to it's really narrow. And Matt's a big, tall guy, right? So he has to kind of like work his way up my staircase without hitting his head, right? So we're having lunch talking about the conference. My hand's like this, and then we look over simultaneously and see that there's a bat sitting like in the window, and it's just just hanging upside down. And we're like, okay. So with my good hand, I got a kitchen towel and I grabbed the bat in an amazing one-handed grab, right? So I have a bat in one hand and a cast on the other hand, and Matt's like leading me down the stairs to try to get the bat out, and he's like, flipping through the narrow staircase. I'm like, come on, man, the bat's moving, And so finally we get out the bat. Really anticlimactically, I let it go and it just goes flop. But it eventually flew off a little bit. So, and then we started organizing the conference, right?
So you forgot to add the part that I was afraid to touch the bat. I mean, the guy who has a hand in a cast.
Yeah.
Do that part.
Yeah. There's more background too. Like I've had so many bats in my apartment that I have had a rabies shot since living here. So I was the right person to handle the bat, I guess. But now the sentimental point of that is that Matt was literally my right-hand man from the beginning. So thank you so much. All right, and so without further ado, let's get started. I'll turn it over to Patrick, who will introduce our first speaker.